Well, as mentioned previously, the duct, and this is it, is probably too heavy. In fact, definitely too heavy. This at the moment is just a solid material of no real description. And I believe if we have a look at the mass properties, yeah, if you don't apply any material to a part, it defaults to 0.001 grams per cubic millimeter. And PLA, plain old PLA, which I guess I might make this out of, is 0.00126. So not very far away as it happens. And so we can see that the weight of this at the moment is 849 grams. So it actually weighs way too much. In my original calculations, I allowed 200 grams for this duct. So, yeah, I have created previously a material, and let's have a look at it. Down here, this PLA 40% infill with 1mm perimeters. So basically, yeah, it's like a nominal thing. So printing with PLA, so we take the normal density of PLA, which is 1260 kilograms per meters cubed. Then what I did is I sort of kind of guesstimated really by simulating a block, a 10mm cube block, which I did 1mm solid at the bottom, 1mm solid at the top, and 1mm solid on the sides, and then the middle of it was 40% solid and 6% hollow. So that should sort of replicate the overall density weight of that cube if you printed it with 40% infilled and some probably what, 3-ish perimeters on the print. Very long story short, it gives me a sort of rough approximation that printing in that way gives us about 870 kilograms per cubic meter. So if I apply that to this part, close it, and then have a little look again at the mass properties, we can see it's gone down a little bit. It's gone down to 738 grams, but it's still basically, well, yeah, more than 3 times too heavy. So I now need to remove quite a lot of this material, and a lot of it's not needed really, because this literally, my only important part of this is a smooth surface on the inside here. The rest of it just needs to hold itself together. So I'm going to go and set about removing as much material as possible. Well, there we go. I've taken the lightning of this as far as I dare. And even that's pretty sketchy really. So yeah, we've got some major cutouts going on here. Basically everywhere that I conceivably could remove material, I have removed material, to the point where I don't know if it's going to have enough strength in it, but yeah, hopefully. So what with that, the weight has reduced obviously. It is now down to 360 odd grams. So we're down from 875 or 700 and something as it was with the PLA. So I've shaved off a good 400 grams and really don't think that I can reduce it anymore. So we're about 160 grams over on that one. Which is scary because I guess the engine support structures are going to be over as well. But well, once we get all these bits shaved down as much as possible and we've got an accurate idea of the weight, probably have to revisit the volume of the hull slightly. The good news is you don't really need to enlarge the hull much in a specific dimension to get a whole load of extra volume, which will give us a whole load of extra buoyancy and will handle the weight. It's probably going to be a bit of a pain, to be honest, changing a hull, because there are now so many things dependent on it that there'll be a lot of things to update, I expect. But well, yeah, there you go. That was going to kind of happen, I expect. So what I'll do now, in between the end of this video and the next time that we meet, is I will do a weight saving exercise on the engine support, which is currently weighing in at 228 grams. So that's not bad actually. That is with a standard material weight, so probably looking at around maybe slightly under 200 grams with my 40% infill PLA material. And I reckon I can get rid of a good, well, 40% of that, which is going to get that down to what, about 100 odd grams, which still leaves us over because I only allowed 100 grams for the engine mount, which does include the this bit too, which is currently weighing in at 191 grams. I can shave a lot of weight off of this, but I think even after doing that, the best I can hope for really is probably around 250 grams for both of those, which leaves us 100 grams over there as well. So we've got about 200 and, well, let's call it 300. So we're talking about half a kilo all in all extra weight, which I didn't account for, which is significant. Anyway, let's do the weight saving exercises and see what the whole thing weighs. Until next time.